So yeah, holy shit, that fucking Sonic Symphony. I started watching it like at work because what was it? I was closing up for work and it was dead as fuck already, but like um I saw a tweet from like Sonic's Twitter saying, "Hey, the Sonic Symphony's happening in like 10 minutes," and I was like, "Oh shit." I was going to watch a YouTube video, but never mind, I'll watch this instead. And, oh, God. I started watching Twitch's one, and then that just fucking died. I don't know what the hell
Yeah, you
happened.
said something like it just crashed all of a sudden.
Yeah, well, it didn't crash. It was like... Do you remember the Sonic event where they showed off that new Sonic game that's coming?
Um, oh, oh god, the 25th anniversary. Yeah, yeah, I remember.
Oh.
No, not that. Not that. The most recent one where they showed off, what is it? Sonic Rangers that they're going to be doing?
Oh, what you mean? Oh, the Sonic Central.
Yeah, that's the one.
Did that keep crashing?
Well, it didn't crash. So what happened in that was I was watching on Twitch, and because YouTube has its stupid fucking Premiere thing, it forced the Twitch thing to start over. So
No.
yeah, that was stupid. Granted, it was like 2 minutes, but we were like, the hell. If you watch Johnny's like Twitch VOD, if it's still there, you can see it happen to him there. But I tried was watching on Twitch, and then for no reason, like it cut out, and then you know the countdown it had. It cut to a countdown screen, but it was instead of it taking up the whole screen, it was in the top left corner, which was like, oh, okay, that's weird. And then the stream just cut out, and the entire chat was like, what? And then I assumed it was the YouTube Premiere thing, so I just went to YouTube for the rest of it.
Oh man.
You did it too.
Also, Rob's here with us. Woohoo!
Yep. Hello.
It's good to have him back. Also, I was thinking about like saying, you know what, let's not do Resident Evil tonight. Let's do a Sonic game.
Yeah.
But
Probably a good Sonic movie.
I mean, Sonic, Resident Evil, that's the same thing, right?
absolutely the same thing. There's only one thing that I can do, like the credits music to the standard Resident Evil, the one that's not shit, the director's cut soundtrack. Fuck that. The credits music for that sounds like a song from Sonic Adventure. There you go. I'm currently listening to the well, I have it for the stream as well, but I'm currently listening to the like
the dog that goes ow ow.
No,
Ow.
I'm live right now.
Yeah, I know.
It's a compilation of the Resident Evil save themes and safe rooms.
Oh, nice.
Currently on
1 or the 2 remake is probably my favorite.
yeah, we're on 1 remake right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so comfy right now.
I'm interested in this.
I'm interested in this.
What is this comfort you speak of?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Thanks.
Rob, are you on the like watching? Well, do you have the soundboard thing that I've got up on the screen share? Because otherwise, you won't hear the sound effects that I play.
Oh yeah, I've got the soundboard up on the screen share.
No.
So I don't know if I've asked you about it, Rob, but when it comes to Resident Evil, like, have you played much of the Resident Evil games or no?
I have not played anything past 4. I still need to beat 4 now that I think about it.
Oh,
But I
oh,
have watched a couple
how-
playthroughs of
how-
5 at least.
How dare you not finish 4? 4's so good.
It was at a friend's house. I'm getting the game on Switch, don't worry.
Okay, good. Get it. It's on sale, I think, or that might be like its regular price now. But I remember when it came out, it was like fucking 40. It's like, are you kidding me? Fuck off! Not that much.
Speaking
Oh
of
my god,
Did
wow.
Nintendo finally fix that shit where you can download games again?
What?
Good.
They did an update recently where you basically you couldn't download games. You know, even if you had full internet or Wi-Fi, like every time you go to download something, it would just crash on you.
I did not hear about that.
Yeah, because I bought.
Yeah, no, it was a big pain in the neck.
Yeah, so I'm guessing they've sorted it because I downloaded the Castlevania Anniversary Collection.
Oh,
Nice.
such a
okay.
good collection, that.
Yeah, and I'm so glad because I saw it at one point. I was tempted when it was like 15, and I'm so glad because they had it on offer for like I want to say under a $5, so you know
It's
you can't go wrong with it.
it was
Yeah, it goes on sale for surprisingly cheap, but the anniversary collection is really, really good.
it's a
Absolutely
fucking
recommend it.
amazing collection. If you're looking to get into Castlevania, get that collection. But
Play Kid Dracula.
Because I really wanted
It's
to play.
worth the price of admission for that alone.
I was really pissed because I really wanted to play Super Castlevania 4.
oh, Super Castlevania 4 is such a good game.
Oh, it is.
Ugh,
But seriously though, play Kid Dracula. Like, speaking as someone who is like head over heels for 4, Kid Dracula's better. That is how
Wow.
good of a game it is.
Like
That was the Japanese exclusive one, right?
I've played
Yes,
Kid Dracula.
and it's finally been
hokey,
localized.
and I love it. But I wouldn't say it's better than 4. It's different, but yeah.
I just like I'm blown away by how comfy a game it is though. Like there are 2 stages in particular that kind of like have a difficulty spike, but for the most part it's a really nice game and has a lot of charm to it.
By the way, can I just throw this out there? Code Veronica's save room theme, is the best of the series.
Oh man,
There
I
you
need
go.
to re-listen to that because I do not remember it.
Code Veronica's soundtrack is amazing. Like, even though the game's the soundtrack
Trash.
is amazing. It's so good.
Like, it still has its fans. It's just you're not that big of a fan on it, are you?
Well, it's in terms of its design, it's really stupid. Like, there's fetch quests in Resident Evil. There always has been, but the amount of stuff that is blocked behind a bunch of shit that is story like important, and then they lock it behind these fetch quest puzzles. Fetch quest puzzles. Anyway, you have to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's really fucking frustrating.
Yeah. Like, I still want to give it a try just to see how I'd find it, because, again, I hear good things. I hear not so good things, mainly from you.
Like Steve Burnside as a character is one of the worst, and I'm so glad that I never have to think about him. But
Oh my god, tell me about it.
Steve Burnside is the worst character in a Resident Evil game.
That's a stupid
Nothing will ever be worse than him.
I'm sorry.
Like,
You hungry?
the game's already got a lot of issues with padding for arbitrary reasons, but it gets really bad when Steve starts becoming a result
Hey.
causes the padding, especially like near the end of the game where one thing could have been made very easy, but because he kept getting distracted by
Yeah.
Rebecca and ended up like not paying attention to a crane, he just made things arbitrarily more difficult.
Like, he is.
you really learn
Oh,
to hate the character.
He is 100% of the fucking reason Claire's journey is so
Claire,
much,
that's right.
so much longer than it needs to be. Like,
Yes.
in order, he has an item that you need to progress, and he wants something in like trade for it. So you give him some guns, but without any ammo, and he gets really annoyed. But hey, you did the trade. Then yeah, there's the thing with the crane where he gets distracted by Claire's ass. Like, get over it, you stupid 12-year-old.
Seriously.
Then he has a stupid fucking thing where like he tries to seem sympathetic because you see, like something to do with his dad, and it's really stupid. And he's
By
got
that point, his character's so far gone, I felt nothing for him.
Yeah, I felt nothing for him. There is a point where he says to fucking Claire's face, like, he says to Claire's face, "Don't worry, you can count on me." And then he has like a really emo moment, and then he says, "This gun's amazing. It's more reliable than any person." Like, fuck you, you dumb fuck. God,
So
Gun's more reliable than he is.
I hate Steve Burnside so
He's
much.
right in that regard.
So would you say Steve Burnside is the
The
Resident
worst.
Evil equivalent to Huey Emmerich from
Worse.
Metal Gear? Worse than Huey Emmerich? Oh my.
Well, Huey was a bastard, and like but the thing is, he knew what he was doing. He always knew, like, what he was after, even
Yeah.
if he was like haphazardly a dumbass about it. Like, he wasn't as smart as he thought he was being, even though he is still a genius. Steve's just a fucking, like, 16-year-old kid who has been playing with BB guns all his life, and he thinks he's the coolest. But he's actually, like, a whiny little bitch, and he makes everything worse for those around him.
Yeah.
God, I hate Steve Burnside.
He turned 12 and then his mind stayed at 12, basically.
So he's the racist 12-year-old you always hear
Look,
screaming down the mic
no.
on Call of Duty.
You know, he's not a racist.
I would say
to-
Call of Duty players are better than he is.
Wow.
Yeah, right. But, like, I know it's, like I'm trashing Canada or whatever, but he has that really, really thick, whiny version of the accent. Like, I'm sorry.
But I tried playing it, I couldn't get into it after like 2 levels. And that was Jet Set Radio on the Dreamcast.
Yeah, Jet Set Radio's fine.
Like, I really like the gameplay idea of it.
The music's
just-
great.
The music's great. Oh, absolutely. I couldn't get into the controls.
I have only played the tutorial of it so far, and I'm going back later to actually give it a better chance because I recently learned that it's just ungodly difficult for no reason. But I actually got turned away because of how unreasonably difficult some of the last parts of the tutorial are, and like I was told by fans, like, yeah, no, the tutorial is for some reason the hardest part of the entire game. The rest of the game is nowhere near as difficult.
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem difficult. It just the controls really bother me. You know, it's not even much. They're not like complicated controls. It's just how they feel. It's just. I mean, I get it. You're on roller skates, but.
It's not quite what you'd get used to very easily. Yeah.
No. I mean, I'll probably play it again, give it another try, but at the minute I was just like, you know. I might try it again, because I own it on Steam. I might try it again on there, see if it fixes any control issues, but we'll see.
If you're unsure about it, at least wait for a sale then. Sega games tend to go on sale pretty regularly, I'd say.
I already have it on Steam. I got it when I bought the Dreamcast collection.
Oh.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Have you played Sega Bass Fishing?
Yeah, I've played Big Story. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh man.
Good.
I've always wanted to play an actual fun version of
Action bear
Big Story.
on your-
Yeah, I would say that honestly is a pretty good experience. I've had a good time with the game.
Yeah. I need to give it a try.
Like Sega Bass Fishing, you can get done in about 20 minutes per session. It's not a very long game. It's got a lot of extra content, but it's like you can get one round of fishing done like really quickly, and then hit credits.
It's about as long as Big Story then.
Kinda.
Live. Laugh.
It's more straightforward than Big too, because it's just here's a fishing spot, catch fish, and until like you hit the quota, and then go to the next fishing spot. There's like no in between.
That
Yeah.
fucking music, though. I don't think the music for Big's fucking story is incredible.
Oh yeah.
Although his
Like,
theme
Gold
is
Coast.
his theme's
His theme
pretty.
is one of the best.
Well, I will say his theme's kind of hokey, but
Oh, I don't know, man. I fucking love his theme.
Bollocks.
Hey, big guy.
It's silly and fitting for the character, I'd say.
Yeah. I don't know.
You
Just
mean all
something
over the
about it.
place? Yeah, I agree.
I have actually got to say, it's been interesting going from the Sonic Adventure games to like a couple of other games that Sega's made for like more arcadey premises, because like I had no idea just how close Sega Bass Fishing was to like how Big played, but it was ultimately better. And Daytona's kind of got a similar thing with the kart racing and SA2. Like I played Daytona on my 360 a while back, and I was like, wow, this is just objectively better version of kart racing from SA2.
That's amazing.
It's usually how it goes.
Yeah, actually, speaking of like Sega games that aren't Sonic, that new Alex Kidd game's coming out, or it's out at this point.
I think is it out? I don't know.
Well, I
I
saw
saw-
I saw a
I don't
trailer
remember
on
which one, actually.
Sega's Twitter, and the game actually looks really fucking good.
Yeah, it came out yesterday.
I had to
Oh wow, already.
give that a look because holy shit, Alex Kidd, he's alive.
Yeah, he's alive. I think last time.
After all these years.
I think it's been over 10 years since he was last in anything. I'm pretty sure the last time he was in something was the first Sega All Stars racing game.
I think so, yeah.
Because I don't think they brought him back for the sequel, so I think that was it.
Oh man, Alex Kidd.
Yeah, prior to the new DX release, the most they've done with Alex Kidd since then, I think, was just the Sega Ages port that they got on Switch.
Yeah, I keep meaning to sit down and play an Alex Kidd game. I've played a little bit of the I think it's the original Miracle World. I never got too far in it,
Yeah,
but I want to give this a try.
I need to do that again because like I gave it a go because I was like, oh, this is the guy before Sonic.
Yeah,
but,
this is who
here's
you
the
wanted.
thing. Obviously, that was like the first games, and I needed to.
Yeah,
I need to give it like another go.
I'd rather play the new updated version and then go back to it. You know.
Agreed.
Yeah. Like, what little experience I have with Alex Kidd, it just kind of seems like this is inoffensive, but I see why Sonic was the character that took off, you know?
Yeah.
One of those kinds of situations.
Because you look at Alex Kidd, you don't necessarily think mascot, you know?
Yeah, it's also just, like, the game is very...
Basic.
It's, like I said, inoffensive. It's not really anything that stands out a whole
Yeah,
lot about
it's
it.
nothing special, and I think that was the problem.
Yeah, for what
Yeah.
I can tell, the games have their fans for them. I just yeah, there was nothing in me that was like I have to sit down and play these games immediately, you know?
Yeah.
It was years before I realized that it was Alex Kidd in that Sonic short who starts pissing on Sonic's corpse after he breaks his neck in Hydrocity.
What the fuck did you just say?
Do you remember that Sonic short?
No,
The one-
no.
What did you just say?
No.
What, where Alex Kidd pisses on Sonic's corpse?
Where though? Where?
In that Sonic short, the one in
No.
Hydrocity.
Yeah. You want to repeat that?
Oh, is it
The war will never end.
It's
Hydro?
It's Hydro City, damn it! I will die on this hill.
Hydro City, if that makes you feel better. Alright.
It amazes me how years after we've had all these releases of the location's name as like two separate words, we're still getting people saying Hydrocity.
Alright, I'll say Hydro City.
Like, dude, if you want to pronounce it one way, go right ahead. You're wrong, but
No, I'm right, yeah.
I knew that was coming.
god damn it. The kanji is 2 words, damn it.
It's also just been released that way on the sound tests and stuff. Like, I think since Generations, actually.
Don't get me wrong.
When they had that whole thing of where you could change the songs that play during the stages, it's been listed as Hydro City, 2 words, since then.
It's because that's where it's cool.
Mania kept that up as well, I believe.
Good.
We're not friends.
He's very passionate about this.
I'm interested in this.
Tom when he says Hydrocity.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What's going on?
Tom when he says
That
Hydro.
line I actually don't recall. Where is that from?
Heroes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Knuckles just goes, what's going on?
Kieran's reaction when I said Hydrocity. Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
What happened?
But back to the topic at hand.
I'm looking forward to when I actually, well, actually, because my like I've moved the things all over, I can officially upload my first Metal Gear review. But
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Trav, being Trav and amazing, like his video is great, but god damn it, he released the Metal Gear review. So
Oh.
I'm gonna hold off and not try not to seem like a tailgating bitch. Even though I finished the Metal Gear review ages ago, and it is my first review, but
I'm waiting for the right time.
Yeah, give it some time to simmer.
the fuck is this? Don't sound like any. Yeah, I thought that's why it was so different. I thought, I know this song. It's a Simon Ada's theme. It's like, I don't remember this Resident Evil song, but I've played Simon Ada like twice.
Speaking of Resident Evil, what would you say is your favorite game of the series?
For me, I'm always a difficult son of a bitch when it comes to like the original 3 on PlayStation 1. For me, I know 2's the big favorite, but I've always preferred 3. But
I mean, for me at the minute, I need to play a bunch more. But for me in a minute, it's the 2 remake.
did you
I
do?
love that game so much.
I got off the bed and I said it in a really weird way. I went, cake.
okay.
Cake.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But yeah. What overall, I think I've gone back to 4 the most. So I guess that means something, right?
4 is probably going to be my favorite just based on what I've played of it so far and what I've seen of it online. Because, like, I'm always a sucker for, like, really hammy villains, and that game does the villains really well. I also just love how the game is set up as a whole regarding, like, gameplay and inventory. I love the briefcase in that game so much.
Red carpet.
What?
You're all about the red carpet. It rolled.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. 4's inventory is without a doubt the best.
Yeah. I'm surprised more games in the series haven't actually tried that.
Like, have you played 8?
Not yet.
8's pretty similar, I will tell you that. But I don't want to. Well, I'll be honest, 8's basically 4 again, but.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Oh god, everything's the same, but different, but it's good.
It's a good same thing.
Yeah. Even though they've said they're going to remake 4 anyway, and like, well, you did. It's called Resident Evil 8. Speaking of, I'm looking forward to playing that game.
Yeah.
I recently.
I've got to try and.
Oh, you gone?
Well, first of all, I've got to beat 7 and then play 8 before you do that. I think I've got enough time there.
Yeah. Ugh.
I've heard 7's better experienced in VR. How accurate would you say that is?
From what I've heard, it's decent, but like with most VR, it's difficult to get a hold on it because you need to get it adjusted. Then, in a horror game, most of the time you'll jump and then jump out of the fucking VR experience. But 7, when I played it, and the same thing with 8, to be honest with you, and honestly, same with Resident Evil 2 remake. They all start the same way, that you're super fucking weak. You have barely enough to survive. Like, you're given not even a measly handgun, which doesn't do that good against the enemies, but it will get you by. But you're terrified at that start because you don't have enough. I suppose this goes throughout the entire series, but and then as you slowly go further and further, you get less scared, and you're more like, okay, if there's a zombie around the corner, I could just blast this fucking head off.
I think VR might actually be something that would be worth a shot for 7 though, because it's like at least it would make some of the stuff a little bit more scary as well. Because to me, the one problem I have with 7 is just what the tar monster looking things are called.
Oh yeah, the
They're
mold.
scary at first, but they throw so many at you throughout the game that it kind of like wears thin.
Yeah, pretty quickly. Yeah,
Yeah, they need a little bit more enemy variety.
that I will agree with. Nearly done.
So, we starting the stream?
Nearly there.
Okay.
Nearly there.
Nearly there. Nearly there.
That's a sound clip we need.
I might get the "You can't kill me"
That'd be a good one.
or "I'm the coolest" or both.
I'm the coolest. I want the one of Jason Griffith's Sonic just saying, "Damn,
Damn.
damn, they got away." It made Sonic say, "Damn."
Is that like his only curse?
Yeah, I think so. Oh wait, no. Apart from when he said shit in the Japanese Sonic X.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's different.
Shit.
Sonic seems to curse a lot more in Japanese.
They're not as
Well,
freaked out by it.
is
Are
it
they?
like shit, like our version of like crap or damn?
Pretty much. That's at least what it seems to be.
They just don't care about swearing as much in Japan when it comes to like kids shows and whatever.
Yeah. Like, I remember seeing a thing where, for example, in Sonic Forces, when you fight the final confrontation with Infinite, Sonic calls him a masked clown in the English release, but in the Japanese release, he calls him a masked prick.
Oh my god. I mean, he right, but
You're right.
Yeah.
That.
remote dingus.
Sorry.
Okay. Just sharing it to some Discord pages I'm a part of, and then we're ready to go.
Thick. Don't forget about your wings, chicken. Ready? Where's my super soup? Where's my super soup?
Reason.
Super Seuss.
And of course. Alright. Good lord. We're done.
Good lord.
Are you guys both watching? Yeah?
Yep, I got that up and ready.
Oh, the stream's up?
Yeah, it's been up for ages, dude.
Oh. I just saw the soundboard on the screen share, so I didn't know that he actually started yet.
The soundboard on the screen share is just so you can hear when I do.
Great plan, Bart.
Wouldn't we hear that through the screen share though, if we were just doing the stream?
You would only if you're watching the stream, like you'll hear like the delay. If that makes sense.
I get you.
Do you want the link? Or are you okay? Because
I'm good. I've got Twitch bookmarked.
Nice. And baboom, babooey, we're here. What the hell? Oh, I'm an idiot. Hold on. Helps if you close like the disc tray.
Fuck's sake.
There we go. That's how you start the game.
Great plan, Bart.
Yeah, that's me. Are you guys still there? Did you die already?
I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just there was nothing but quietness. It's like, did I piss somebody off?
Not yet.
It's amazing how many renditions of the Capcom logo there are.
Yeah, there's a lot. I have to say, like that version of it is one of my favorites.
I'm a big fan of the one they used for Mega Man X4 as well as Project Justice. Those two are probably my favorites.
I need to play more Mega Man, to be honest.
That you do. Good series.
Oh, I agree.
I watched Johnny's marathon recently. I'm like, yeah, I really want to play a bunch more of these games.
You have once again entered the world of survival horror.
Great plan, Bart.
Great plan, Bart.
Alright, I need to double check everything. So I've got a fuckload of ammo, I've got plenty of healing items. I should be fine.
Famous last words.
Yep. I didn't pick up the book that was like East of Wolf West or whatever the fuck it's called. I can never remember like the actual name of that book, but it's called The Eagle's Wolf of West or something. And I forget where exactly I get that book.
I've not seen one in a while, so unfortunately I cannot help you there. Unless you want me to like pull up a guide or something.
Just find the Eagle's Wolf of West book in the original. Unless that's Chris only. I don't think it's Chris only, but... There's some more healing items here, so... I mean, worst case scenario, I'll pick one up. Just to be safe.
I think I'm reading this right. So, I already knew about, how Resident Evil 2 and 3 take place, 24 hours apart from each other. 24 hours before and after, or whatever it is.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't realize. So, did they take place only, a month to the original game?
It's around that, I think.
So, just looking up here for Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, its description just says, a month and a half has passed since the Mansion Lab. Like, wow, these games take... The original trilogy, at least, really... are really close together.
Yeah, because obviously the first game takes place when it takes place. But the second game takes place not too long after, because obviously there's the Birkin incident and then wanting him out of the picture. And then in order to deal with that, they get rid of him, but he injects the thing to himself, the G virus, and then he breaks and then it spreads to the rats, and the rats go into the sewage system, which ends up going into the people of Raccoon City, which is why 2 gets caught in it. And then obviously 3 is in Raccoon City as well, so. I think the Eagles Wolf is West is later. I always remembered it being in this area. I could be wrong though. Alright, let's just go back to the mansion like Wesker asked. Oh god, I hope I don't die. Well, if I grab this herb, I can take it to the item box, so in an emergency. Also, I probably should have mentioned this by now, but Jill is my favourite protagonist of the Resident Evil series.
Is it because of like all the different stuff that she has access to, unlike Chris?
Well, it's more the fact that I like. Well, to be honest, I don't really like her here because she's like kind of whiny with her character, more of a damsel. Like even when you play as her, I feel like she's more like she's always being rescued.
It's definitely 3 when she comes into her own and she doesn't take.
Obviously it's 3 Jill, but I feel like that transformation takes place in the remake. But in general, just Jill is such a badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. I've got more green herbs. I've got more fucking health than I can even know what to do with. We should be okay. Famous last words. Let me move the mic closer. There we go. Did you find anything on the Eagles Wolf of West or no?
Not yet. Hang on.
Because I don't remember if that's a Chris only situation.
And it's the book you're looking for, right?
Yeah. But somehow, give me a sign. Okay, Brad.
This is Jill. Brad? It's broken.
I'm seeing results for Eagle Metal and Eagle Room, but not Eagle Book.
Eagle, yeah, look up book Eagles Wolf of West. Something like that, and you should get like the full thing written out for you. I'm butchering the title because the name's a mouthful anyway. Oh, more herbs. Hey Soulfire, how's it going? I'm doing good.
Soulfire.
Thanks for the host.
Thanks, buddy.
Let's see. Do you have either? No, you don't have either of the emblems.
I'm just trying to remember if that's Chris only or not.
I'll just look at the guide for Jill's scenario and see what it says.
Waiting for dinner. What are you thinking of having so far?
Is it food?
Is it food?
Food is my favorite consumption source.
Alright. We've got the dogs. That's fine. Oh god damn it.
Oh god, the dogs are always one of my least favorite enemies.
You can't catch me. I'm surprised it happens in Arby's. Nice. I haven't tried Arby's.
Yeah, we only just got Wendy's over here, so.
Did we?
Yeah, they've opened up a new one. Going there like next week with some friends. It's just opened up. Can't remember where it is, but it's pretty new.
Cool. I want to go Wendy's.
Yeah. Although if it's anything like the 2 Taco Bells, which we have in the whole country, I doubt they're going to get many more.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah.
I've had an In-N-Out many times. But we've only got like the main ones like Burger King and KFC and stuff.
Yeah. I really want to try Sonic's, but
Uh,
not just the obvious reason, but you know.
yeah. No, I don't think we do. We've got Five Guys.
Oh, I fucking love Five Guys.
Five Guys is amazing.
That's like S tier for me when it comes to fast food places.
Oh, come on.
Honestly, like for me, Five Guys make the best fries. Like even above like the McDonald's ones for me.
Yeah, their fries are fucking amazing. And even if you ask for a small portion,
You get like mountains of it.
yeah. Okay, this is bullshit. Hold on. I've never had that happen before. They were just stalking me.
Yeah, you might want to like leave the room.
That's exactly
There you
what
go.
I did. Alright. If I'm screwed, I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and run. Okay. Both of you come this way. Both.
It's official. I hate eyebrows.
Right.
Okay, so the eagle and wolf thing for Jill, that's after the 4th boss fight, right? The giant spider?
Oh, right. That's I'm thinking way ahead then.
Yeah. That's the first time in this guide I see any mention of the eagle and wolf.
Good. Okay. I'm just being dumb. I think I need to go where that dog's going.
CM double.
Okay. You stay over there, doggy. Yeah, I'll take the map of the garden. And you leave me alone. That's fine. Okay. I like that you can just walk around the dogs, and you don't. If you piss them off, they'll let you know.
Yeah.
All right. I only
Just
had
like real life.
yeah. I only had the handgun out purely for the dogs, but I'm pulling out the boomstick because I know what's coming. Yeah, we're gonna get you. We're gonna get you. Okay, I don't need to walk anymore. I did so much walking, I was just not holding the run button down. Nothing bad at all. God, by the way, the intro to the Hunters is one of my favourite, like, hey, there's a new enemy, and he's coming for you.
Yeah, this is a pretty good moment.
Oh, it's terrifying, man.
Here it comes.
It's like, oh god, what's happening? What are you? Hello.
It's switched to FMV.
Oh, I did it.
If Blanca and Slashman had a child.
Like, it's a great cutscene, don't get me wrong, but something is oddly funny about it to me. The fact that the hunter still opens the door like a normal person.
He doesn't knock first, though.
Yeah. He doesn't have manners.
That was not a fucking issue. What the hell?
Yeah, I mean, you went... Oh, wow, never mind. I just noticed how much ammo you have left for the shotgun. I think you're good.
Yeah, I've been hoarding. Also, yeah, Tom, I completely fucking agree with you.
Oh, what, the cutscene? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a great cutscene. Don't get me wrong. Like, from the
Hey,
perspective,
buddy.
you're like, holy shit, what is that? But I don't know. Just seeing it open a door normally is just kind of okay.
Here's number 2.
I just want to know what
Oh, this one's not really learning, huh?
Oh yeah, this is where I'll put some bullets in the back room. Use them in case of trouble. Barry.
That sounds like a him problem.
Yeah, for Chris's scenario, that's a note from Wesker, I believe. Alright. We're good. We're okay. I think it's also time we bust out something else. Hold on. Because I've been neglecting it. But it's really powerful, especially against living things. Which is so stupid. I hate that line. I don't care how iconic it is. It's dumb.
The bear is strong against all that live.
Wow, I'm just...
Hellfire agrees with me.
I agreed with you.
No, I know you. Yeah.
I know their intention was just like, this is more effective against certain creatures, that kind of description. It's just still very weird.
Yeah, we're going to save the acid rounds for later. But for now, I think I'm just going to bring some good old-fashioned regular and store a healing item. But for now, I have a bunch of items on the floor that I can bring with me. Like a first aid spray. Woohoo! I will say, even though, like, this version of the inventory system is still very limited, it's one of my favorites only because of how simplistic it is, even though it's still, like, restrictive, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and like,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with restrictive inventories, because sometimes that can be like a better way of balancing a game.
I also think it's not only is it good for like balance, but it's also good for adding to the fear of oh shit, you know.
It's you got to make your items count.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
I brought mentions.
Even with
Oh yeah, go on.
I was just saying, and even with the original game, when I played it, there was never a moment where I found it to be like really annoying, the lack of inventory space. You know, even with Chris.
I don't need that.
I would still say the 8's better than the 6, though. Particularly when it comes to like Resident Evil 0, though, because of all the backtracking you have to do. If it's structured
Yeah.
like Resi 1, though, then yeah, it's not a problem.
Like, I went through a phase where they just wanted to put backtracking into every game.
Yeah, that was around the time that people were just like, we need to make the dollar-to-hour ratio equivalent. Like, no, you don't.
You don't. You don't.
You really don't.
Again, I don't necessarily mind backtracking
done.
if it's done correctly, but yeah.
If it's handled like a Metroidvania where it's like, oh, I remember such and such, I bet I can use this new thing I got there, as opposed to just, you need to backtrack because the game says you need to backtrack, then yeah.
It's exactly what I loved about the Resident Evil 2 remake, was I didn't mind going back through the mansion, you know, because when I got the next key and I was like, oh, I can finally go through that door and see what it is, you know, it was exciting. It was like a kid on Christmas, just waiting to see what was inside.
Yeah. And that's an example of it being done right.
Exactly.
Resident Evil Code Veronica wishes it could have handled it like that.
Wishes it could have done it that way. There you are. I'm gonna save here. Question: why the hell totally not evil sunglasses guy helps you when you Chris? Well, Wesker is actually the commanding officer of Stars, but he's undercover as the evil guy. So, even though I'm gonna have to look up a guide for finding the slides because oh my god, if I don't find them, but I want to, but if you get the slides, you go to the projector, you look at like a series of like the monsters, the zombie, like the dog, which is called the Cerberus, Plant 42, then a tyrant, whatever the hell that is, and then at the end you see a group of scientists, and with them is Wesker. But oh my god, does he stick out like a sore fucking thumb?
Yeah.
And then Mr. X is somehow
that
behind
picture,
the door. Like,
I know it's supposed to be like a reveal type scenario, but it makes me laugh so hard every time I see it because it's just
so
some
dumb.
scientist guys and then Wesker with sunglasses and a lab coat.
Don't worry, he's in a lab coat too. Alright, I have the helmet key.
Man.
Not think this through.
I've used the helmet key. Good.
Oh my god. I don't know why I emptied out the lint, because I had one and that's enough. If you know, girl.
Oh my god, can you not?
Not.
This room's dark.
I had the caramel one thinking there'd be caramel in the middle.
Yeah?
No.
Oh?
No fucking caramel in the middle. Just fucking chocolate.
Alright.
Caramel flavoured chocolate.
It's too dark to see anything.
That sounds like a you problem.
You can bring a shotgun, but not a flashlight.
Do you think it's good for a first try?
It's very good for a first try.
Okay. Thank you.
Then Ms. X. Ms.
Mr. is obviously what sort
Yeah.
of going for.
Hopefully I'll be able to put them in 2 different positions.
No, Kieran, I read the totally canon fanfiction where Mr. X gets married.
Okay, hold on. Give me a minute. You're coming around the corner.
I'm happy for him.
He was the one who was coming up the island instead, though.
Okay.
Alright, I'll be right back, guys.
Out.
Alrighty.
Oh god, Battletoad.
It is a Battletoad.
Oh my god.
We made that
It
joke in
does
the...
look like a more screwed up Battletoad, doesn't it?
Yeah, we made that joke in the Let's Play we did. But the bastard swiped me. Lucky son of a bitch. I hope there's none out here, because I know I left some herbs out here for just in case an emergency heal.
God, that reminds me, Battletoads got a new game,
Oh.
and it barely got any kind of, like, attention at all.
Yeah, it got fucking none.
Yeah. Apparently it was warranted, but, like, man, that's kind of sad to think about.
Food's here, woohoo! I'm jealous. Granted, I have food right here next to me, but, like, you know, I don't really want to eat in front of Cam. And also, like, I don't want people to hear, you know.
Yes, commentator, shitbag.
Heh. I completely forgot that regular zombies are just still here. Usually they fuck off after the hunter's shot. Alright. Bye, buddy. Mourn your friends. Or mourn yourself, one or the other. Because, surprise, you're dead. What do you feel about them going away from the whole zombie thing? I know it's like a virus and stuff, and it is like, these are dead people, they are gonna eat your flesh. Like, what do you feel about them just going straight from, hey, the classic, hey, this is a dead thing, and it's come back to life, to, like, stuff with mold and like parasites. What do you feel about that? Because I feel they went away from zombies too quick, or I'm not sure how to describe it, but like I love the the fact that you can go from one thing to the next, and the parasites and the mold allowing freedom for so many different things.
It's kind of a weird thing of like, on one hand, it feels kind of redundant because they still feel pretty much the same kind of role.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I do like that they're at least trying to make it so that they have the ability to do more with them.
Yeah, I
So
think that's
it's
why
like,
the
at least they're going and
Ganados
trying to
in
be more
4,
creative.
for example, like they are
Yeah.
able to use tools and shit.
Yeah, which made them a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, no.
Are you talking about like enemy variety and what they can do?
Well,
Yeah.
enemy variety and how you from 1, 2, and 3, you went straight from like basic normal like zombies to thing like humans with parasites and mold and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and whether or not like they went from straight up more the fact that did they move too quickly from zombies.
Much prefer what they did with like Resident Evil 4's enemies and Onward, because just like you see a zombie nowadays and it's just like, okay, yeah, it's a zombie, but you see like something like a Ganado and he's holding a Molotov cocktail, you're like, okay, I need to be careful around you.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I think that's why I enjoy
They can attack
the
you at long
hunters.
range. Yeah.
Come on, buddy.
Like, you have a reason to pay attention to the Ganado,
Ow. Ow, ow.
because he can actually carry shit,
Okay, I'm fine.
and that shit can hurt you, like, real bad. Ooh.
Like the hunter here, where he can easily leap towards you. It's not a matter of it has to walk towards you like a normal zombie.
Oh, shit.
It's an interesting way of showing the game's getting
Okay.
more difficult.
Yeah. Got that one a little close. Yeah, heal. It's like, you're in range for their insta-kill.
Yeah.
These herbs
Fuck.
restore my blood loss.
That guy was a tough one.
He's not down. Oh, there we go.
I'm trying to remember where else to go, because I think I've got to go back on the left side of the mansion. I think I've got regular herbs right here that I didn't pick up. Oh, no, I picked them up. Oh, wait, what? Oh, it's a clip. No. I am not going to take that right now. I don't think I think I'll be good without ever needing the handgun again. I might have to use it at some point, but I think I'm good.
Considering it's mainly hunters coming up and the handgun basically does jack shit to them, you're probably better off. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they hurt them, but it's just going to take way longer compared to the shotgun, which already takes a fair, few rounds to take down a hunter.
Yeah, I know where that room goes. I have looped back around, it seems. My big fear is getting lost, and I don't really want.
This game does a pretty good job of making sure you don't get lost, especially when you get the map.
Yeah, maps are always a nice quality of life feature to have.
Fuck, that's scary. Just
This
doesn't
is my
really matter, but,
boomstick.
yeah. Say hello.
Man,
Oh, it blew
that
his,
thing's efficient.
blew his fucking arms off. Nice. Oh, hey, buddy. Don't mind
I was
me.
about to say the attack animation for the grenade launcher kind of reminds me of how it looks in Devil May Cry, but then I remembered that Devil May Cry is just like a prototype, not prototype, but like a different version of Resident Evil 4, essentially.
Yeah, it started off as a Resident Evil 4 like variant. Then there's a bug where like you could juggle enemies with the pistol, and Kamiya liked that so much he made it his own thing.
Yeah, it's like the game is so different. It's not Resident Evil anymore, but like we still think we can get something out of it, and they got something really good out of it.
Yeah.
I've actually got the first Devil May Cry on the Switch right now, and I've managed to do basically everything except like beat the game in Dante Must Die mode and else for it.
The first Devil May
The
Cry.
first one.
Did they put
yeah.
that on there?
Yeah, they got 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, I bought 3. But I was never gonna touch 2 because they released 2, then they released 3, and then I think they've done 1 now, right? I think that's how they did it.
Weird fucking.
I thought they did it in numerical order.
I don't remember that, but okay.
Yeah, like you can skip 2.
Yeah.
2 is there purely for like a hey, we're acknowledging our history type thing, and if you want to see like why people say 2 is bad, here you go. But you're not playing DMC2 because oh man, new Devil May Cry. It's like you're playing DMC2 because you want to get an idea of just like why it's so like reviled by people.
I have only DMC1 and DMC2. Yeah, play 1, ignore 2. Best you can. Hey, Silence.
2 doesn't really add much to the series, in all honesty, so you could safely skip it. But yeah,
you
like
can
1
skip it.
honestly still holds up really well, I would say. Like there are some elements that are a little iffy, but I would say it still is a really good game.
It's a lot of fun.
Alright, so I've done a big loop. That's good.
3 though is just monumental in how much it manages to achieve. Like there's a reason it like defines the series and the genre.
It's just really hard. Right?
Say that again?
Oh no, I was just asking about 3 being really hard.
Yeah, it's fucking difficult. The special
3
edition
is very
the
difficult,
special
yes.
edition's easier, but even then, I think they didn't do much to alleviate it.
The thing about 3 is like they were noticing people were like saying, hey, DMC1's too hard, can you tone it down a bit for 2? So they toned it down to the point where it became kind of brain dead for 2. So when people started, it was like, okay, maybe we should like jack the difficulty back up. They basically just went nuts on it, and then they made it so the Japanese release was slightly easier than the Western release, because Japan players apparently like the easier difficulty more. So what they did was, for the American release, they set the default difficulty to Japan's hard mode,
Yeah.
and then the special release, they made it a more balanced difficulty for all regions.
They do that a lot, don't they? Like
I don't actually know.
Mega Man 2's like hard mode is just the Japanese normal mode, right?
Yeah. Reverse situation, but yeah, it pretty much is the case.
Hey, buddy.
Trying to think of any other games that actually have done that with regards to like Mega Man. I don't think there are any others.
Okay.
Let's see.
I mean, when it comes to the classic Mega Man games with difficulty, from what I can tell, it's really just the first game and Mega Man and Base, which are considered like the really difficult ones.
Mega Man and Base feels very similar to Mario 2 Lost Levels in that it feels like a very angry child got a hold of a dev kit and then released a ROM hack of a better game.
Angry child got hold of a dev kit.
Like, it's just super malicious and throws a lot of shit at you out of nowhere, or just like
Yeah.
really does its best to just eat away at your health. And what doesn't help is that all of the actually useful upgrades, the ones that make a substantial enough difference to like really affect gameplay, you can only equip one of at a time. So a lot of the end game just boils down to you going back and forth between stuff in the menus and pausing the game like every 5 seconds. It gets old really quickly.
Right, Steve.
Well, yeah,
Swapping,
I did do that, didn't I?
Yeah, you
Like
did.
items in your inventory in like Ocarina of Time or something.
Like Ocarina of Time's actually a pretty good example of this because like the original N64 Water Temple is what the
Yeah.
end of Mega Man base more or less turns into
That
if
is
you want to get through it
exactly what
without
I-
losing too much health.
That is exactly what I was thinking of.
Alright. We're in a
Because like you
slightly
basically are
safer
switching between the thing that gives base more powerful shots for his Mega Buster and the damage decreasing item and the weapon energy saver.
Yeah. Although you know what, Link's Awakening, I've been playing that recently, and you end up doing a lot of that throughout the game as well, considering the shield is its own separate item instead of just automatically always being equipped.
Yeah, that got annoying quickly. That was a big issue with all the Game Boy Color games for Zelda.
So this is the orders. Number 1, lure the members of STARS into the lab and have them fight with the BOW in order to obtain data of actual battles. Collect 2 embryos per BOW type, making sure to include all species except for Tyrant. Destroy the Arkley lab, and including all researchers and lab animals in a manner which will seem accidental. White Umbrella. Well, that seems weird. Oh, a light switch.
Thing important.
Who wouldn't? Ah. So, I need to see what I'm doing first, so. Let's push you there. Then, just a bit for. There we go. Up we go. Hello. Oh, nothing important. Yeah, so you need to turn the light off in order to actually go, I wonder if there's a thing here.
Oh, do they make you have the lights turned off for this? I think they do.
Yeah. The Terminator thing. But this jewel's very important.
Yep.
Oh,
It really is interesting.
it's the opposite of
watching-
it's the opposite of
I thought orange was the opposite of blue on the spectrum for colors.
Shut up, Rob.
Yeah, it is.
Uh,
It's almost.
It's been a while since I've looked at the color wheel. I might be wrong on that. But anyway, it is interesting looking back at this playthrough of Resi 1 because like I'm starting to remember just how much of Resident Evil still exists in Devil May Cry 1. It's like handles a lot of like the puzzle solving in very similar ways.
Alright, that's
The
this.
similar sort of. I mean, you feel like you're in a mansion with, the first DMC. Same here.
Yeah.
Well, it's a big castle, but there's
Big guess.
there's oh Jesus, there's rooms that quickly become mansion like. Hey
Yeah.
buddy, you missed.
Like it's not like it doesn't like play identically to Resident Evil, but it has a lot of the same like heart in it.
Yeah, there's
Regarding
like
how
the
it's structured.
fixed camera, for example.
Yeah. The fixed camera and all of the things that are like, such and such looks like it has a thing that's missing, like, oh, this statue has an empty hand, it could probably hold something, and then you find like a staff of,
Yeah.
give it to the statue, and that activates a door or something.
Yeah, you can definitely see the similarities or the inspiration for it.
Yeah.
So we just picked up something very cool. It not only is it the red Chaos Emerald, but it's alongside it we picked up something called Magnum Ammo. That buddy's just in the corner. Don't worry, don't mind him. That's me in the corner.
Could you imagine if hunters could become Crimson Heads?
Oh, don't even say that.
Oh no.
Like in my head, I always thought it the way it went was, it went zombie, Crimson Head, and then Hunter. I thought that's how it in terms of evolution. That's what happened. I could be very wrong though, but
Do they become hunters? I thought the Crimson Heads were just like the final state for zombies, unless
Yeah,
you like burn the bodies.
That's what I thought.
in my head that was my own little head canon.
Ah, okay.
Oh, the save theme is just so.
I mean, I get where you're coming from with the whole, the whole claw thing, like the Crimson Heads have. I mean, it might be.
I hate Crimson Heads. Like, if I play my cards right, I should only ever have to deal with one. And that's the one in the basement.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, let's ignore you.
I think the thing about Crimson Heads that I like the most, honestly, is the fact they only give you so much, like, to
Ow.
actually burn them with. So, like, you can only get rid of a limited number of them. Kind of as a little, like, tongue-in-cheek way of saying, like, oh, we give you a way to be safe, but, like, you're not completely safe. Like, you gotta be careful and think about this.
You get lucky and have, when you kill off 2 zombies, have them land on top of each other, then you can burn 2 for the price of 1.
Yeah, and it actually, that's another thing I like about it, is just, like, you can strategize around it. Like, there are some places where it's easy to go and, like, run past a zombie, so you don't need to worry about that one as much, or, like,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
can ignore ones in certain rooms because you can just, like, going that route or something, or you just don't need to worry about going that path again.
Yeah.
That's a good way to, like, save on, like, gasoline and fire.
Like I say, because it's so limited throughout the game, you
Yeah.
have to think about, where's the most important place to use it.
That is my favorite approach to a throw in some new stuff to take the veterans by surprise and like keep the thing that kept people like fans of the games so like give it some new quality of life features and whatnot.
I love about the 1 remake so much, just how much extra stuff they added.
Yeah.
Do it. Oh.
Like Resi 1 remake and the Switch remake of the first Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game, the Rescue Team games, honestly, I would say are the 2 that have done that the best.
We did recently just pick up the original, the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, the blue version for the DS.
Ah.
Yeah, I've never played a Mystery Dungeon game, so it was cheap. I was like, yeah, I'll give this a try.
Yeah, I've never played those games before, but they seem interesting.
Yeah,
They're really good, honestly. What I like about them the most is just you can do multiple jobs at once, and so if you like go through one dungeon and have like a whole bunch of jobs that, and you take care of them all, when you get to the end of them and you get your rewards, it just like keeps piling up, and it's like a really good feeling to just cash all that in.
Oh, that
Jump system like Final Fantasy 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, like the job system in that is like purely like how you handle like attacks and all that stuff and strategies, whereas like the job system in Mystery Dungeons more like here are some tasks you can do in dungeons, and like people need rescuing, or like there's a guy that's attacking someone, go stop him, or like be careful of such and such trap, and I need you to like get this item for me, like that kind of thing. So it's basically just like all about rescuing people and whatnot. The Explorers games also added in outlaws that you could find in dungeons and take down, and sometimes they'd have like a really strong Pokemon for you to fight, or it'd be like a group of people who would ambush you and they'd go after you. Did I say people? I meant Pokemon. But like it was interesting how they handled a lot of that stuff. Or like there'd be a guy that would be an outlaw, and he'd actually be like he'd be fully aware that he could not take you on, so you have to catch him before he ran away and got to the stairs and escaped the dungeon.
Okay.
There was a lot of cool stuff they did with it.
Okay. Dealing with a bunch of hunters, I love that the detail that if you, because the grenade launcher kills them in 2 hits, but on the second hit, like that you blow their arms off, which is fucking cool.
I love that. Yes.
But I'm having...
Overkill attacks like that in games are just always...
you cut out there, Rob? Overkill attacks
Oh.
are just like, what?
are always really satisfying. I love them.
I agree. But yeah, I'm having a tough time remembering where to go. Because I opened that door that was completely dark. I don't know if I need the lighter for that. It's with the helmet key I used. Maybe we'll go in here. Or do I fight Yawn now? I don't know if I'm fighting Yawn just yet. Because I know the boss room where he is. He's actually just across from here. Tell you what, we'll go back and check that room that I opened with the helmet key, the one that is really dark. And if there's nothing I can do with that, I'm going to... actually, let me grab the lighter, because I need the lighter for this. And then I'm just going to go fight Yawn otherwise. Because I think that is what I have to do next, because after the fight with Yawn, you have to... you end up falling in a hole that he makes. I'm going to store the Magnum for now. I know, I wish I didn't have to, but... where's the light? There you are.
That's as you get to come for the Magnum.
Because if there's nothing I can do in that really dark room, then I have to do the Yawn fight, because that's all that I'm aware that I need to do. Because yeah, there's a lot of things that I get mixed up with a Chris playthrough as well, so forgive my foolishness.
Yeah, they're not completely identical, so...
but they're similar enough, which is why I end
Yeah.
up getting like a bit thrown off in places. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
you can easily like compute one part for the other.
That's one of the reasons why I like how Resident Evil 2 handles the story scenarios for both characters. So, like, you have one character tackle one half the game, one character will tackle the other half.
Oh.
Makes it a little easier to keep track of things.
I'm just a fucking idiot.
Be
apparently.
canon though, because if it's not canon, you're not allowed to enjoy the game.
Hey, Magnum ammo. I will take all of that. Is that all that's in here? I can only see moonlight in dense forest.
Yeah, because like the grenade launcher, like Chris doesn't get that until like the end of the game when he fights Tyrant, right? Or am I thinking of a remake?
Hey, guess what book I found?
Oh.
Alright.
Oh, is that the book you were looking for earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, my problem is I keep thinking way ahead. I do that in a bunch of games, like Super Metroid, for example. I'm always like guessing ahead, like, oh wait, I'm not meant to do this bit just yet. I'm always doing that, and it really annoys me. I know where I missed items. So, okay, I'm thinking back to the playthrough, and I just remembered exactly where, like, there's a hidden room that you can go into. It's like one of the first places you can ignore the fucking grappling hook. There is a hidden room where you have to power bomb, and I completely fucking forgot about it.
Yeah, I did that. There was one point when I got stuck where I couldn't get through the ship. Whatever the ship's called. I think it's the ghost ship. Yeah, because Fantoon. I couldn't get through it because I couldn't get through the sand because I didn't have the gravity suit. Yeah. I just realized how far ahead I'd been thinking. There was a whole section I'd missed, and somehow didn't notice.
Yeah, the sand is really painful to deal with in Super Metroid if you don't already have a means of getting out of it easily.
Oh, yeah, I hate that. It's the same. It's the same kind of sand like in Super Mario Bros. 3. It's just the worst to jump out of.
Yeah, like
I
it
know,
grabs
right?
onto you and it feels like it just keeps on holding on to you even if you're at the top of it. It's really unfortunate.
But
Yeah.
speaking of Metroid, though, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit! I'm still fucking so excited.
Metroid Dread.
It's
15 years.
my
19 years.
No, since Fusion.
yeah, but like the last thing was 19 years.
Oh man.
Like 2D Metroid, anyway. But like, I only just realized when looking into it that conspiracies about Metroid Dread had been a thing for ages. You know, I saw videos from like 6 years ago. I'm like, oh my god, it's actually called Metroid Dread. It's coming out. It's like, oh my
Yeah.
God.
The thing with Dread and being so substantial is just like the feeling of holy shit, it's actually happening. Because like they teased it in the Prime, in the third Prime game, and then in the trilogy they took the teaser out and replaced it with a lore dump about a Dread class turret. And it's like, oh shit, what happened to it? Please tell me it's not canceled. And they had a whole thing where it's like the game finalized state, but we decided to toss it out because we weren't satisfied with the build. And then it's just like, okay, maybe we'll be
No.
satisfied a little bit later. 15 years later.
I will be honest with you. I am very satisfied with what I see.
Oh yes.
Yes. It's like the SAX, but like more versions of the SAX, and there are all sorts of different scenarios that you encounter with them. Like, oh my god, I love it. I love it so much.
I find it creepier than the
Fucking
SAX because of the way it crawls around everything. Just
Yes.
Wait.
Like, as soon as I saw the thing go from an upward stance to like folding itself backward to wrap around into like hands, I'm
oh
like,
yeah, that's
this thing is gonna be amazing.
I'm so ready for all the different types. Like I think the first type will be the one that's missing its arm and couldn't climb, because we saw that in the treehouse stuff. But
I'm wondering if that one's actually gonna be like a recurring one that you slowly chip away at it or something. Like it keeps chasing after you in particular, as opposed to just being like a one that covers a specific area.
maybe because they described that there's we saw it in the treehouse that there's one that's green and then there's one that's white. So there's going to be like a bunch of different types. I think.
Yeah, like the white one crawls a lot. The green one has what looks like a speed boost.
Yeah, speed boost and some like searchlight thing that I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah. But what's interesting to me is the fact that they're putting so much of focus on stealth in this one, because the whole phantom suit thing, or phantom cloak, whatever it's called, just making you invisible as long as you don't move is a really neat idea. And I'm curious to see how many other ways they're going to implement that in the game.
Yeah. I'm currently looking for an ink ribbon. Just to play it safe. Because if Yawn kills me, I'm going back a little bit.
Yeah.
the old days.
That's one thing I'm glad Resident Evil's kind of done away with in recent years, just the whole needing an ink ribbon to save thing.
I mean, it's there, but it's usually reserved for like hard mode now, like the 2 remake.
Yeah.
You could save at any point, but in hard, it's like, oh, you do the whole ink ribbon thing if you want.
Like I'm fine with like it being a hard mode situation, because it takes you back to the days where things were difficult. Because this is a difficult situation that I'm in. Because if I die, I'm going back a little bit.
Not fun. It's happened to me a few times in like Final Fantasy VII when I died. I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't save. No.
All right, I'm bringing my boom stick big time. Let's go. I want to fuck up.
And if anything, it's worse in an RPG, because if you've done a shit ton of grinding, it didn't save, then it was all for nothing.
Yeah. God, have you seen Some Call Me Johnny's review of Final Fantasy 3?
Yeah, I have.
How about that Crystal Tower?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, because I've been playing 3 on the DS at the minute, and I've been enjoying it so far. Yeah, Kieran, you said something about Crystal Tower, and I'm kind of afraid of it.
Yeah, give it a minute.
The thing about the Crystal Tower is, like,
No save points.
it's a dungeon you can spend upwards of 2 hours in, and there's no save points.
So have fun with that.
Some of the bosses, it's very easy to get your shit kicked in and just have to redo all of it.
Yeah.
The DS version, there's still no save points.
save points in dungeons became a thing in the 4th game. So you can't, like, use a cottage or something to heal yourself up, or, like, just pause the game in Final Fantasy III. Like, when you enter that Crystal Tower and you have to go all the way to the end of it, if you lose any progress, you're back to wherever you last saved, which is outside of the dungeon,
Yep. To have,
which could be several hours away.
it's such a gauntlet. I hate it.
It was unfortunately a remnant of the era of we need to make games hard so that people can get the most out of them because they're super expensive as is. And boy, it's one of the most egregious examples of it I've seen from the NES era.
Yeah, you're absolutely right on that.
And this is coming from someone who's played Ninja Gaiden, and God, Act 6 of that game can seriously die in a fire.
Did you beat that game in the end?
It took me 2 days. Like 2 consecutive days of just nothing but playing the game, but yes. And the second day was purely Act 6.
Ah,
It's like
Jesus.
good challenge, and then there's Ninja Gaiden challenge, which is totally fun.
Ninja Gaiden's
It's
like
thing is, it's fun as fuck, but it's so bullshit.
it is. That's the thing, because like stage 1 and 2 and like most of 3 aren't too bad. 4 and 5 are where it starts to get mean, and then 6 is just like, okay, this is unreasonable, guys. Like, really? It's especially bad because of the checkpointing issue. If they just made it to where the checkpoint was at the final boss fight like entrance, it wouldn't be nearly as bad. But they boot you back to the beginning of the level, ignoring every other check stage if you die to any of the bosses. And the worst part is, the first boss, unless you like know speedrun tricks or like have incredible reaction speed, you're pretty much just tanking your way through it as you just slash like a madman at the boss, and then you rely on the health refill you get in between. But if you die at any point during any of the bosses, you don't get the cutscene again, so no health refill for you.
Have fun.
And the only health refill you do get is not like a full health refill like the cutscenes give you.
The one thing that puts me off the original Ninja Gaiden. I saw ABGN's video on it, and that boss rush at the end, that is some of the biggest bullshit I think I've seen for a video game.
It's
Oh,
ridiculous.
yeah.
I've seen it so many times, and I always think, yeah, no.
No, it's not.
What's
it's not
really
worth it.
painful about it is just the third final boss fight, the last one. Unless you manage to have the reaction speed that basically requires you to just mash the button at a near inhuman level, which is something even speedrunners are like unable to do consistently for how
Yeah.
quickly you need to do it, the head of the final boss drops down and you are guaranteed to take a hit from it, so everything in that fight does like 3 damage, and if you didn't get the cutscene healed next time you went up against it, you might actually just be forced to take a death on that and have to redo the stage
Oh shit.
every time you fight that boss.
Dumb.
And the worst part is it's not even that hard compared to the second boss that you fight at the end of Act 6, because that's the real big problem with Act 6 for me. The first one's just a tank it and you win fight. The second one, you basically need to do exactly what the fight wants you to do in terms of movement and attack rate to be able to get through it without losing your hair. Otherwise, you're just getting your shit kicked in, because like if the fireballs that home in on you from that boss manage to loop back onto the screen, the slight homing ability they had when they were first launched now becomes like heat-seeking missile levels of dedicated to coming after you, and they like carve through your health like a hot knife through butter. That second fight took me half a day to complete,
My God.
and then I got the final boss of the game in 3 tries, just to give you an idea of how egregious the difference in difficulty is between those 2 fights.
See, that was like, I play video games to have fun, you know, and I like a challenge in a video game, but if it's fair and reasonable.
Exactly.
That is just, I don't see how you can like really have fun with it, you know.
Yeah. And honestly, if you want something that's like Ninja Gaiden, play Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. Because, like,
Yeah.
if you unlock Ultimate Mode in that game, it basically becomes Ninja Gaiden
I thought that.
with regards to how movement is handled.
Do have that game on Switch. I need to get around to playing it.
The first one's really good. The second one has great character moments and, like, cutscenes and stuff like that between stages. But, man, it's really rude. Like, I can't believe I'm saying this. It's, like, almost as rude, if not more rude, than Castlevania 3. In the American release.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to like disagree with you on that. I didn't think it's that bad, but yeah, Castlevania 3. Oh my god.
The thing about Curse of the Moon 2 for me is just it's already like got two really bad bosses right in a row, stage 6 and 7's bosses specifically, and then you have to deal with the fact that you play the game a minimum of 3 times to actually mark it as like beaten. 4 times if you got the bad ending in episode 2, and just all of that repetition really eats away at you.
You
The
get
fourth
tired
and
very
final
quickly. Yeah.
episode in particular is probably the most egregious of this because character placements are randomized and nothing in the game tells you this. And the problem with this is there are 14 upgrades you can acquire, which you more or less really want to have because it makes your life so much easier. But 12 of those 14 characters upgrades are tied to 2 specific characters, Jeeble and Hachi. And if you got the bad luck I did, where Jeeble and Hachi are in stages 6 and 7, that means you only have access to 2 upgrades the whole game for almost the entire playthrough of episode 4. And man, you feel how much harder the game becomes with that. It's not great.
So it's very old school Castlevania difficulty, basically.
Oh, I'm a dumbass.
It's a weird case of like they tried a Metroidvania formula but fucked it all up because they ended up relying on 2 specific characters to get almost everything.
Kira,
Like, that's kind of an issue I have with a lot of Inties games. Is like there are some cool ideas here. Why did you execute them like this?
yeah, it's awkward like that because you can see the good game underneath, and then it's just, why did you do it this way?
Yeah, and like that's the thing about Curse of the Moon 2 for me, is if you have all of the characters that they give you for a playthrough, the game is mostly fine. But the game is also expecting you at all times to have all the characters they give you each playthrough. And if you lose even one, you feel just how quickly that dichotomy falls apart.
Yeah.
So I'm an idiot. I found a location where there's some ink ribbons. But
You didn't have any space in your inventory.
I don't have space in my inventory. I'm just gonna find a item box really quickly, and this is where I can't find an item box because the map just confuses me. Yeah, I'm going the right way.
Yeah, I think you've got at least one ink ribbon in the item box. So that
No,
should be
no,
good.
I don't. I used it,
Okay.
but yeah, I know what I need to do now. Oh crap!
Oh, crap baskets.
Oh bullshit! Fuck you! They just move so quick and so like instant that there's no like tell. It's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Guess I'll die.
They're like, that's the plan.
Well, first things first. Because I got swiped, I'm gonna just chew some leaves. Okay, I need to grab the magnum again, and yeah, I just need enough space.
Healed my character using nothing but medicinal herbs. I'm basically qualified to be a doctor.
You should play 8. Because 8 pulls some bullshit. But it makes sense. I haven't seen what grenades.
They might as well be senzu beans.
More or less. But yeah, I haven't played a COD game in ages. They're just not much for me. Like, if we want to talk about a good first-person shooter, Metroid Prime, and
Half-Life 2 is pretty good as well.
I have attempted to play various FPS games other than Metroid Prime, and I have learned Prime is the series that I'm actually good with. I have actually been told by my friends that I should play Splatoon instead of most FPS games due to my ability to hit the terrain better than people.
Yes, Splatoon. I really need to give Splatoon a proper go.
well, now's not a better time than any because of Splatoon 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
surprised.
planning on getting that as soon as it gets launched, because like I wanted to play Splatoon 2 for a while just because of how fun it looked, and it's like, oh, we're getting a third game. Well,
I guess I'll
I
get
guess I'll
that.
just wait for that then. Yeah.
Bought Splatoon 2 ages ago, and I still haven't.
I've heard fantastic things about the 2 expansion. Like, apparently that makes the game, like, worth it for that element of it alone.
Yeah, I'm still gonna play it because I think it's gonna be a while before Splatoon 3 comes out. But
Oh yeah, most likely.
I mean, we didn't hear anything about it at E3, so that's
No.
what I think. Yeah.
It's weird. To be fair, Soulfire, everybody else makes that joke, so you're not alone.
Yeah, they kind of are weed in a sense.
The only thing which is gonna numb you up to the point where you're not gonna care about the 3 lacerations on your leg.
Yeah.
Spiders. Honestly, the spiders aren't that bad. Like,
Spiders, fucking snakes, fucking Ekans.
it's no.
Yeah, for something that's a giant spider that looks like it could absolutely like grab a hold of you and kill you, they're remarkably easy to just walk around.
Yeah, like even though you can just run into them like consistently, like for 5 seconds, like oh, there's an enemy there, let me move, and then you keep going, just because you're holding the up button.
Pretty much.
All right, I've got to save an ink ribbon. I'm good. I literally googled ink ribbon locations. I remember Soulfire. You're not.
Yeah, I
big
figured
fan.
Soulfire, you're probably not in for a good time with
Yeah,
that.
you don't like spiders. Wait till we get to the remake, where they look even better.
That was one of my
Oh,
favorite
man.
fights of the remake against the spiders. That was great.
Okay, I'm in good standing now. I feel safe. Time to go beat up a big fucking snake.
Why is it called Yawn?
Because it's got a big mouth, and when it opens its mouth, it goes. And if you do that long enough, you will yawn. That's my only bullshit answer.
Do that long
Fair
enough.
enough.
Do you believe me?
Fucking yawn.
I
Better answer than I could have come up with, so hey, I'll take it.
I mean, they're called fucking rope in Zelda, so yawn's a better name.
You know, yeah, good point.
Alright. I'm gonna equip. Okay, or not. Equip my shooty
Well,
boomstick. And I'm gonna fuck up a big snake. Who basically eats your fucking magnum rounds, by the way. And if I miss a magnum shot, I'm going to cringe like a motherfucker because
Yeah,
Ugh.
have fun if that happens, because that shit's rare.
yeah, it makes me fucking like honestly, I've thought if I once had a fight against Yawn in I think it was remake, and I think it was this game actually. I took on Yawn and I missed like 2 shots to begin with, and I literally just loaded the save. Like, no, I'm not allowing that to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you, because if like missing with Magnum ammo honestly hurts more than getting a game over in Resident Evil.
So the most annoying part is just, well, for me anyway, was just trying to do it without getting bit. So, you know, you won't have to go through the scene with Rebecca, but...
Hey, buddy. Oh dear God. You missed. Ah.
It's a good thing he manages to create a hole right there just so you can continue progressing after.
Yeah, I just
That
clicked.
is a really great render for a snake there.
Yeah, for PS1 standards, it's really impressive.
Even with the spiders, the tarantulas, they look really good.
Yeah. Capcom does some really good visual stuff.
They do.
That's enough for that.
Like, I'm still impressed by how good remake looks for Resi 1, because, like, even by GameCube standards, that looked mind-blowing. And especially today, it still holds up incredibly well.
Yeah, you play it on like one of the HD consoles, like PS4, Xbox One, whatever. It looks incredible.
Like it was made for that game.
It does, which is insane.
Nice.
Okay.
And the 2 and 3 remakes are just 2 of the best looking games I've ever seen. So
Yeah. I would love to see them do more pre-rendered stuff with Resident Evil. Just because we could get more stuff like remake visuals.
yeah,
That was actually kind of what I was hoping they would do with the remakes for Resident Evil 2 and 3.
And he's down. Fuck you. You overgrown piece of shit. Like I said, he
the
can
main difference from this fight with Jill compared to Chris is the fact it's not in the attic this time. So
Well, no,
Yeah.
they both happen. Like, you can ignore Yawn in the attic. You don't need to worry about him. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, you can go into the attic, grab the thing, and then get out. That's what I usually do.
Oh, nice.
Because you always have to fight him here, so there's no point.
I now have a second game that I can play where I can go into a boss fight and then completely ignore it. The
Castlevania.
other being Portrait of Ruin.
Yeah, I was gonna say Castlevania, but I was also gonna say Castlevania 2. You can just walk past the bosses.
Oh yeah, that's true. But in Portrait of Ruin, the Legion fight, I learned this by complete accident and it made me laugh my ass off when I did. I accidentally used one of the items that teleports you right back, and just as the fight started, because I wanted to heal first, since I forgot to do so, and I just was like, wait a minute, I have the gear, can I just progress with the game without fighting Legion? I tested it out, and sure enough, you can. You never need to fight Legion at any point, you can just bail immediately.
That's amazing.
they never think to go through the door after you. It's just, well, only programmed to
Well,
stay here.
To be fair, it's not exactly like he can. Okay. I'm gonna
That's
switch.
not how I play Portrait of Ruin, I just, like, as soon as I grab the gear in the circus portrait, I just, like, oh, hey, Legion, how you doing? Alright, bye. See ya.
Hey, buddy.
Just bail
Bye,
and go
buddy.
to the next spot.
Uh,
I think he actually is still in the arena. Yeah, like if he'll spawn back in if you go back to it. I haven't tested it, but that's what I recall hearing at one point because that is apparently a known glitch speedrunners use. Like, yeah, they just never coded it so you couldn't leave the boss fight with the teleport item.
That's so bullshit. I love
God,
it.
I need to replay Portrait of Ruin. That game kicks so much ass.
Okay.
Need to play an emulator for Portrait of Ruin because I can't afford that game.
Oh.
It's stupid.
I've heard the Castlevania GBA games are getting a collection. Who knows if they'll do the same thing with the DS? You might get lucky.
I would love if that could happen.
Very fucking
It would make me very, very happy.
Same.
Alright, so we killed Yawn. He ate most of my magnum rounds. All of my explosive rounds.
Honestly, that boss fight made me yawn.
Fuck you. Fuck you. That's a thing I need to get. The
Dad.
fuck you from L.A. Noire. Where Royal just says to Cole after Cole fucks him out of some money, he goes, fuck you! I just love the way he says it.
Forget the fuck you asshole from the first Terminator.
No, I think I prefer, like, the Royal one.
No, I mean, we get both.
Okay, so we killed Yawn. He made a hole. It's too dark to see anything. Hey, Barry. You will not believe the shit that I just had to deal with.
Jill, have
You
found
will not
anything
believe the
interesting?
day I've had.
Yes, but I can't see very well. How about going down to check by yourself? I have a rope here. Oh, do you? Well, then I'll try to go down using the rope.
Oh god, I hate
Wait.
that. Oh, do you? Oh, fuck off. Some of the worst voice acting in a game. Ah, and we're doing Jill scenario, so when we find Enrique... Hey, Barry dropped
Yeah.
the rope.
What's going on? Now I've done it. Sorry, Jill. Wait. I'll go and get another rope.
Whoopsie daisy.
Barry?
But yeah, we're gonna find Enrique, and there's like, is that Enrique? Yeah. Yes. Push it. Who wouldn't?
Okay, I mean, okay.
I mean, I guess. Okie dokie.
Jill, don't go in there. It's dangerous. Well, I'm gonna go there anyway.
Oh, love this fucking song. Oh, guys, we're gonna get the
Oh, is it the oh,
smile.
oh, this music is so good.
Yeah. Are you okay? Whoa, you became super robot there.
Wasn't me. That was the DX soundtrack.
Oh, I love shooting
I
zombies.
can't get over the whole thing with the blind composer and the really bad basement theme.
I thought he
in
was
the
going.
DX
I
soundtrack.
thought he was going deaf, not going blind.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's right. It was he was deaf, or supposedly he was deaf. It turned out apparently he wasn't. He had actually just been like apparently like getting music from a ghostwriter or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it was.
I mean, we
Which
thought the story
begs
was.
the question of how the heck the DX soundtrack's basement theme was so bad.
It's because
Was he just like fucking with them?
speaking of, this is where that song would play. Oh yeah, so apparently this zombie is meant to be really, really fucking tough.
Nah. Matt misremembered that one playthrough.
Yeah, I remember. This bastard's ruthless. Or so I thought.
So I thought.
One of my favourite
Yeah.
moments in SGB.
The fucking handle armor.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Right as I push the button.
Oh.
I love this moment in remake.
Thanks, buddy. Oh yeah, this guy's gonna wake up, so let me just put my foot down on the subject.
I got
Oh,
a
okay.
boo-boo.
I kicked his head off. Nice. I prefer that. Alright.
I love it when they do that. Oh, so she's different from Chris then, where he just stomps there.
Yes, Chris stamps his foot down. Jill kicks the head off like a fucking football. Alright. If we go round. I unlocked it. Hooray. I'm actually going to go through here because I want to grab another healing item. Because I had to use it all for yawn. Did I? Oh no, I grabbed it. What the fuck am I doing? But yeah, we're back round this side. But we unlocked it from the other side because it was like a Dark Souls door where you have to unlock it from the other end. But we have an elevator. Let's go down it. Oh, okay. Never mind. I need to go back into the kitchen.
Get back in the kitchen.
Oh no.
Or Skyrim.
What the hell is this?
a series I need to play actually for the live stream series. I might do that after Resident Evil.
I mean, it'd be fitting.
That's exactly what I was thinking, to be honest.
I will say this, going from Resident Evil, like classic Resident Evil, into Devil May Cry 1, you would be surprised just how, like, seamless the transition is.
Honestly, it
Because
does.
it's still got a lot of the same structure.
It doesn't shock me now.
Yeah. Also, the recommendation I have for you, the one recommendation I have for you for Devil May Cry, Devil Trigger is something that's meant to be used. So, like, it feeds into the combat. You fight enemies to refill the gauge, and then you spend Devil Trigger to get better at fighting so that you can spend more time in Devil Trigger by continuing to fight to fill that gauge back up. It's not something you should use sparingly. Like, they want you using it, like, all the time as much as you can in fights.
You'll be very happy to know I use it wherever I can.
Good to know. A lot of people get tripped up on the first major boss of the game, Phantom, because they're just, like, trying to conserve it for something else. It's like, no, use it. That's what they expect you to use.
Well, I need it for Phantom, because Phantom's tough. He's hard.
Yeah, Phantom, I think, is where I stopped. I need to get back to it, but, like, he kicked my ass, you know?
He's a really tough first boss. You can recommend mods for Skyrim, but here's the thing. Like, I don't really play Skyrim. These guys do, but I think.
You can find a shotgun before you fight Phantom in the room where you first encounter the Death Scissors enemies
I
by
know.
smashing a table.
I know.
So
That's
where
I get it.
Okay, good. But yeah, that helps you if you want to just, like, fill up the gauge from a distance. Also, later on when you get the grenade launcher, if you hit an enemy with one grenade, that fills up an entire glyph on the Devil Trigger gauge, so if you use that, you'll have it in, like, no time. But you only need 3 glyphs filled up on the gauge to actually use Devil Trigger, even after you start upgrading it with purple orbs in the shop.
I didn't actually know that, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's actually really good fucking info.
Yeah. So, like, the more glyphs you have, the longer it lasts, but you can use it as soon as you hit 3.
Thank you, Mr. Spell. You're welcome.
They handled it really well.
Devil May Cry is one of my favorite series, even if 2 is gobshit.
Oh, well, yeah. Like, it helps that they made such a huge, change in, like, just how quick and impressive the change was after 2 to 3, because, like, the difference is monumental. It also helps that the director of 3 came in to try and help salvage 2, and you can tell, like, he figured out, like, and knew what made the series so good. Because, like, his work on 3 is still some of the best of the entire series, and, like, 5 as well. Holy cow, 3 and 5 are just fantastic.
5 is a fantastic fucking game.
It is.
It's 5 version. I need to get around to playing it at some point.
Yeah,
4 also has a lot of really good stuff at the cost of the unfortunate backtracking issue where you play the same game twice.
It does.
But 5 just, like, goes even further to refine it, thankfully, so...
I just saw 2 and he was like, what the hell is this?
What the hell is this?
2 was just a really unfortunate case of, like, Capcom not handling the series as well as it should have by just giving it off to a B team that hadn't actually experienced the series before.
Yeah.
I'll say it's edging because it was the 2000s.
Like, Devil May Cry 4, it's okay, but it's definitely Nero featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
Yeah. That said, though, the boss fight with Dante as Nero, like, when you go up against him, and you see him pulling off all the old moves, the first and third game, like, that was a really cool moment. I like that a lot.
I really enjoyed that, and then when you actually get to
Yeah.
play as Dante later on, it makes me so happy.
Yeah.
There's Magnum ammo in here. Oh, I remember this game quite well.
Tried to reboot it and then they went back.
Yeah, because no one liked it. Alright.
I mean, DMC has its fans. I mean, they wouldn't like re-release it, yeah, you know, for modern consoles if it didn't. But yeah, it's good that they went back to the original.
Like, the game's actually really fun, it's just everything else is terrible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is like the beginning of like the monsters attacking people in the mountains. Because that was always a good idea. I really hope there's an item box nearby, because I'ma need it. Oh god. I need to remember. I think I need to push this thing all the way over there.
The bookcase, you can see the numbers spelling the Roman numerals for 7.
Yeah.
If you do actually get to Devil May Cry, like the first one, I'd be happy to join you for that one if you want, because I'm pretty familiar with the game.
Yeah.
Like I played it through at least like 3 times after it came out on Switch, so I could definitely give you a hand if need be.
Absolutely, I'd be down for that.
Awesome.
You got to have Mo Disc.
Absolutely. Could always use more disc.
Alright. That's it for this room. Unless there's something else. Great observation, Jill. Many books.
I'm interested in this.
I'm interested in this.
What the hell is this? What's going on?
Oh wait, I can't read.
I'm interested in this.
Wait, hold on.
My God, are you still talking?
There we go. Yeah. We're done here for now. Now it's time to go to the courtyard again. Because we got the battery for that elevator a little while ago. And now it's time to use it. And then we get access to the caverns after that. And oh boy. Hold on a minute. I think my fiance is dreaming. Because she sounds very funny right now. Hey, Kano, how you doing? Or
No, Kato.
Kano. How you doing, buddy?
Can you?
Hello there.
Welcome.
General Kenobi.
We're just going through some Resident Evil goodness. Is this the room I want to be in? No. It's not the room I want to be in.
These magnum bullets will make a fine addition
To my collection. Honestly, we could make as many memes as just... okay. I'm good, just
What happened?
Albert Wesker, you're shorter than I expected. Stars.
Make a new chat screen. Yeah, all things considered, I don't know if you... Because you've been in a couple of streams before. I fixed my chat. It looks decent now.
That it looks so much better.
I was just a fucking fool for not getting it as quick as I should have. Alright, I want to go this way because it'll put me right next to the courtyard as well. Snazzy, thank you. So how you been doing, Kano, or Kano? Yeah, however you want me to pronounce the name.
K_no.
24/7. Spider. Spider.
Bador.
My fiance is snoring. So if you can hear that, I'm sorry.
Can't hear shit.
It's probably for the best because she'll be very embarrassed otherwise.
God, are you still snoring?
My God, are you still talking?
Why is she still snoring?
Because she's asleep.
Oh no.
You okay, Rob?
Yeah, I am.
You just seem a bit quiet. I just worried about you.
Thought you died.
I thought you died. Alright, so we're in a better position now. It's going to be more hunters. We are going to not be needing our Mo disc just yet. I'm going to...
But you always need Modisc.
I know I always need Mo disc. I always... Yeah. Let's... I'll get that out. Let's unpause real quick so I can do that. And then I'm going to put the Magnum away. And I'm probably not going to use it until the Spider Boss. Because that thing takes 2 shots. What else am I going to need?
I look like I know what a modisc is.
Let me grab these mixed herbs. They're probably not the ones I'm going to need. But that's fine. And let's make a save. Because I am way too fucking careful.
For God's sake, Chris, act like an adult.
For God's sakes, Hank.
Act like an adult.
Shoot, not my day.
I should do that after every time I die.
Shoot, not my day.
I don't recommend that for Devil May Cry, your first playthrough.
Yeah.
If you're doing the secret missions in particular, there are a few that you will be saying that a lot for.
Oh god. Shall we talk about the 3 shadows or whatever the fuck they're
Oh
called?
yeah, that's the worst one in the whole game. Far away, because you only get one attempt at that.
That's what
Thankfully, you can
save
save
scum.
your game before you enter that secret mission and just reload and redo the mission from there. But yeah, if you did not have that foresight, you gotta redo a lot. You gotta
What?
redo the whole game. Or just wait till New Game Plus with hard mode, which I do not recommend because hard mode and Dante Must Die mode make secret missions harder. So, yeah. I think some of the secret missions actually... well, the thing is, like, what they do is they either add more enemies to secret missions, or they, like, make it so that enemies will have more health or something like that. Or in Dante Must Die mode, every enemy has devil trigger for, like, I think 10 to 15 seconds is what it was.
Something like that.
But, yeah, I know there are a couple of things that change up in hard mode for sure, because, like, I remember seeing Frosts way earlier than they usually appear in the game. Like, there's a whole introductory cutscene for them in the first playthrough on normal mode, but hard mode just like, yeah, no, they're here now. Like, oh, okay.
Oh boy. I need to update my overlay that has the stream schedule because I'm not playing Final Fantasy VII anymore. I beat it.
Oh. Nice.
I was very sad when it was over.
Yeah. I was so overpowered that I didn't let Sephiroth do Supernova.
Dang.
Yeah. I wasn't happy with that hunter getting a swipe on me, so I think I'm just going to ignore him this time. Am I a cheap bitch for doing that? Sure, but fuck you.
It just wasn't your
Oh, if you need something and like you just want to like cheese your way through something, go right ahead. It's your save file.
This is the wrong one. Wrong save
Go back to
file.
Devil May Cry, the 3 shadow mission. I always use a holy water on those things, like at least 1 or 2, or maybe an untouchable, just so I can like get through that easier.
Yeah.
I don't have any shame.
Nor do I.
Fuck you.
I'm gonna take a bite of some chicken wings because I'm hungry.
So I gotta take another pee, so I'll be back.
Cups of tea. Just
In my case,
go-
I actually do have to get going, unfortunately. But this actually works out timing-wise, so...
That's fine, dude. It was awesome just to have you here for a while, you know?
I will say, all things considered, I might actually call it here.
Really? Okay.
Only,
My timing was good then.
only
There's
because
a lot more than I thought there was gonna be. So yeah.
only because it is nearly 2 a.m. here. I started a lot later. There's a reason for that. Because I wanted to watch the Sonic Symphony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orchestra Sonic music comes first.
Yeah, I think this is the right one. Yeah, it's that one. Okay, so we'll start that save file next time. But for now, I want to thank everybody for watching. You've been amazing. If you want to support us, you can follow us on our Twitch, our Twitter, our YouTube channel. There is also a live stream post-upload YouTube channel, which is can catch all these VODs at. And you can also support us on our Patreon here if you wanted to, where you can get access to our exclusive Discord server and have a wonderful time. But for now, I would like to raid somebody because we've got 6 people here. So let's find someone to raid, shall we? Let's see. Sorry, I just had a bite of some chicken wings because I'm so hungry. Okay, let me see.
Oh, I could go for some chicken wings.
Chicken wings.
But I live in the middle of nowhere and no one delivers. That's fun.
Ivy Sarah? Let's see what they are like. Let me mute this first before I decide.
Ones that's recommended to me on here is this guy called Mundo_N. He's streaming Pokemon Sword.
I want to find like slightly smaller people right now.
There's someone named Super Great Friend who's playing Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass with a fairly small group of 234.
Super Great Friend. Yeah, I see them.
Yeah.
Let me take.
Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass is like insanely good. I would absolutely recommend that if you want a good RPG to play, because holy shit.
Yeah, okay. We will raid Super Great Friend. Okay. Alright. Once again, I want to thank everybody for watching. You've been amazing. And let's go on a raid, shall we?
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
Raid hashtag is #ItchyTasty. Alright, I'll catch you guys on the flip side.
Take care, everybody.
Have a good night.
And right now, and stream.